by an elder, the late Vera Martin. And the story, I have to tell the story that she had told us. And it's that, I'm sure some of you are aware of the Kingston Pen for Women when it was in operation. The majority of the women in that institution were Indigenous women from all over Canada, mostly for minor offenses. And our late grandmother Vera Martin was invited to do a sweat lodge for the women at Kingston Pen. So she went, and she said when she was in the sweat lodge with the inmates, with the women. I don't want to call them inmates, with the women that were there. And she asked the women for their names. Those women were so oppressed and so repressed for so long, they couldn't even answer the grandmother. They couldn't even say their own names. And then she asked them, well, what are you here for? And they couldn't answer. Nobody ever asked them anything, ever, all the time they were there. So our late grandmother Vera Martin, she was concerned that she was asked to go and heal the women. So she asked for guidance. And she said, Buffalo woman, the spirit of Buffalo woman appeared in the sweat lodge and told her, I'm going to give you a gift to pass on to these women. And once you pass it on to these women here, you're going to pass it on to anytime there's a gathering of women, you're going to pass this buffalo yell on to the women. So, our late grandmother, she took the buffalo yell and she taught it to the women in the lodge. And the women started speaking. And our late grandmother, she told my daughters and I, anytime there's a gathering of women, we do the buffalo yell, we pass it on to them. And the reason for that is that, oh, I'm shaking. The reason for that is anywhere there are women who are oppressed who lose their voices, you give them the buffalo yell and get it back. And those of us who never ever lost their voices, I'm one of them. They tried lots of times, man, I'm telling you. They're still trying. Oh, good luck. Take another 60 years to try. Anyways, so the buffalo yell, our late grandmother, she took it to the International Women's Gathering in Beijing in the 1990s. And she said that was the first time the Israeli and Palestinian women were brought to a table together as women. There weren't any politics, there wasn't any religion, it was just women sitting together. And our grandmother Vera Martin gave them the gift of the buffalo yell. And from there on, she took it everywhere. And so it goes like this. My throat is a little dry. I didn't get enough water. I was at work and I didn't get time to grab some water. But let's see how it's going to go. It might come out all croaky. That's all right. Did you hear that? Shut that down, hey? So all the sisters, all the women, when you're ready on a count of 3, you do it with me, hey? 1, 2, 3. Now you've heard it, you know the story, you are obligated to pass it on. And don't worry if it just, you know what, you don't have to even be sad or scared. Sometimes it feels so good, you know that little feeling that just comes up and it just sits right here. Then you go, where did it go? And I do the buffalo yell and I'm all right, it's set, and I'm set back on track. Thank you.